and it will be disconnected, but they are trying. They have already started the rescue and relief operation. And today also will give a brief note to Prime Minister. Also will hand over. I think his flight will be coming at 11:06. Then we will visit some south and north 24 Parganas, some devastated areas. And then Bashirat will sit to victims, and after that we come back. Till now we have got the information 80 people died. And not tension because we evacuated at least more than 6 lakhs people, not 5 lakhs people. Even the weather forecast was also, sometimes it cost the area. The size, the density of the storm was so lengthy. 450 kilometers the range. Together when it is full skies, full area. When we have seen the eye is Kolkata and tail is Nadia. Or eye is Kolkata, the tail is Bonga. There it is coming.
Live.
So it is moving and 60% people are being affected.
Live.
State. More than 6 crore people are directly affected. And
Hello.
The property loss, everything lost, life loss, everything is lost, but let us hope that at least we have saved lakhs of people because of this situation. Our people have already started working, they are in the field. It will take some time.
Well, okay, so we were just listening to Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, there giving out the details of the damage and destruction that the state of West Bengal had to face after Cyclone Amphan made its landfall. So clearly, the updated figures as per the Chief Minister at the moment is 80 in terms of the fatalities caused by Cyclone Amphan. We'll get reporters on ground to tell us more details about the level of destruction. But right now also we are looking at the Prime Minister's visit. Remember, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is all set to do an aerial survey of the cyclone-hit areas of both West Bengal and Odisha today to assess the damage. This after West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee made a request to the Prime Minister to visit the affected areas. 80 people have lost their lives as per the figures just quoted by the West Bengal Chief Minister. Restoration work is currently underway in the worst affected district of North and South 24 Parganas. The Prime Minister is expected to also conduct review meetings in Kolkata first before leaving for Bhubaneswar. So he's going to be visiting both the cyclone impacted states today. According to IMD authorities, the depression has now weakened into a low pressure area over North Bangladesh and neighborhood areas. It is likely to weaken further as it continues to move towards northeastwards. Okay, we'll try and get more inputs from the ground. At the moment, the updated figure is 80 in terms of number of people dead, which Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee just quoted. Prime Minister will be doing an aerial survey. He's supposed to, in fact, land in Kolkata. Immediately he will go for the aerial survey, and at the moment we are getting to know that around 2:30 is when he lands in Bhubaneswar as per the original schedule. Of course, things will have to be updated as and when things happen. Now, depression has weakened into a well-marked low pressure area over North Bangladesh and neighborhood last night at 11:30 as per the IMD updates. So this is going to continue to move northeastwards and then weaken into a low pressure area in the next 12 hours. However, the trail of destruction that has been left behind is there for everyone to see in the worst affected districts of North and South Parganas in West Bengal in particular. The Chief Minister has announced a compensation of 2.5 lakh rupees to the nearest of kin. The Prime Minister will visit Bengal and Odisha to conduct aerial survey of Cyclone Amphan damage. My colleague Tanima is joining me on the phone line. So Tanima, right now, clearly the focus is to do an assessment of the damage. That is what the Prime Minister himself is going to do with this aerial survey. And we also given to understand an MHA team will also be doing the stock taking exercise. At the moment, give us an idea about what is on the agenda for the Prime Minister. We just heard the West Bengal Chief Minister as well giving us a few updates.
Right, and if you can see that the Chief Minister, Bengal Chief Minister, they're receiving the Prime Minister herself at the airport. That is, of course, as per protocol. And the Bengal Governor also there at the airport to receive the Prime Minister. As we heard the Bengal Chief Minister just a short while back saying that there's been massive losses. She's in fact been talking about the massive losses and the destruction that Bengal, especially South Bengal, has seen as an impact of the cyclone. And what she has, in fact, just mentioned a short while back is that around 6 crore people, as per the initial estimate by the Bengal government, have been affected by this. And now the Prime Minister there has reached Kolkata. He's supposed to conduct an aerial survey of the worst hit areas by the cyclone, in not just in Bengal, but also in Odisha. And the Bengal government earlier, as well as, of course, had appealed for cooperation and help from the center, essentially saying that thousands of crores of losses have been, Bengal is in fact reeling under huge losses because of due to the impact of Cyclone Amphan. And they will, restoration and rebuilding work has already started, but they will require some assistance from the center because this comes at a time when there was a dual challenge already that the state had been facing. First, of course, because of the coronavirus pandemic, the stress that it was putting on the healthcare infrastructure in the state. And also the fact that there was a migrant crisis. Also, the Bengal Chief Minister in her first press conference on the day when the cyclone hit Bengal around the Digha region, she had also mentioned that this couldn't have come at a worse time and that they were completely shocked, had not anticipated this level of destruction that the cyclone would have wreaked on the state. And it's not just in Kolkata, but also several parts of North and South 24 Parganas, which have been badly affected by the impact of Cyclone Amphan, because of which the state government, of course, has now put in all resources to rebuild and restore services. As we can just to take a measure of it, as my colleague Kamal and Sriyoshi had also been pointing out just a short while back, that services even in the capital, in Kolkata, have been massively hit. There have been power cuts. Now for 2 days, mobile connectivity has not been restored properly in several areas. Still, the residents that they have been speaking to also allege that the local authorities have been of little help because the state is overwhelmed. In the Bengal Chief Minister's her own words, they are shocked by the impact which has been caused by this cyclone. So there are a lot of issues that people on the ground are facing still. And since the Bengal Chief Minister had also told, appealed to the Prime Minister that he himself should actually visit the area and see the situation himself. Now we can see that Prime Minister has just landed at the Kolkata airport and is expected to conduct aerial surveys as well as hold review meets on the situation of the impact of Cyclone Amphan.
Right. Yes. Yes. So the Prime Minister has landed. He is going to very shortly embark on another aerial survey of the affected regions. Tanima giving us all the updates. Thanks very much. Let's listen into the